Hey guys, Keaton here, and welcome to our weekly check-in of Nuclear Throne. This is update number 3, and as you'll notice, we're doing things a little differently this week. Yeah, we're switching up the format. Pretty simple. I thought I couldn't convey the new content and fixes and everything while playing the game, and I was doing terribly because it's very difficult to play well and commentate at the same time, at least for me. Maybe I'm just not skilled. Whatever. So we're gonna try something new today, and we're gonna see if this works better. So before we get into things, let's recap what happened last week in update number 2. Now in update number 2, it was pretty much a back end, or they were working on things that were already in the game, and they just wanted to fix those things so that they worked properly. And that included an option screen, finally, and gamepad support. Now those two things were two of the major features that the fans were really asking for since the release of the game on early access, and they finally added it, and by they I mean Vlambeer. Aside from that, there were some balancing things, such as steroids losing accuracy. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to this week's update, which is update number 3. And there's a lot of new content. Update number 3, new content. There are 4 new guns added to the game. The first one is the wave gun, the second is the plasma gun, the third is the plasma cannon, and number 4 is the sentry gun. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any footage of this, because even after an hour's worth of playtime, I couldn't find any of the guns. But it sounds like these are pretty epic guns, so I'm assuming they're late game guns. Also added is a new skin for Plant. I'm not sure if the skin you're seeing right now is the actual new skin, or if Plant got a new skin, but there you go. It's very festive. There are also new props added. There's rotting cactus. I believe there's a new giant skull that shows up in the desert. I didn't get too far, so I can't really say how much was added to the later levels, but it seems like they've added a lot of environmental things to liven up the battlefields. And finally, they've added new mutation icons. If you've been following the game so far, they started out as little doodles, MS Paint doodles like things, but now it seems like the artists are finally getting in there and getting meaty with these designs, and you're seeing little portraits that represent these different mutation power-ups that you get when you level up, and it looks really cool. It looks really different. It looks it looks nice. I'll just leave it there. It kind of looks better than the doodles, although the doodles had their own charm, but that's my personal opinion. Okay, moving on to fixes and balances. Again, I'm not gonna go into full details. If you want to see the full list, of course, you're always gonna be able to find that stuff in the links in the description below. One of those links will take you to this. It'll be labeled appropriately. But a couple of things that I had to deal with last week, such as the music canceling out when you would restart, that's been fixed. You can now access the menu even with a controller using the mouse. I assume every week we're gonna get improved controller support, so it seems like slowly but surely they're starting to really figure out how we're gonna use controllers with this game. And so yeah, again, a lot of little things. If you want to read it all, check the link in the description below and you'll be able to read it to your heart's content. So, with that all said, how do I feel about this update, and are there any bugs that I may have encountered? Not any bugs, which I'm very happy to report. No audio issues, no real control issues. But I will say my thoughts on this are, I feel like the developers are focusing way too much on late game guns and not enough on the early game guns, because I can tell you in the hour that I played this update, I was seeing a lot of the same guns, and I was a little disappointed that I haven't even seen any of the guns that were previously added to the game in the previous updates, which is a bit of a bummer because I would really love to experience these things. And here's the thing, I'm not very good at the game. I don't even have to pretend like I'm good at the game. If you guys have watched me play, I'm very mediocre at best. But I would like to see them focus a lot more on early gameplay so that it can keep you going. You know, the thing about other roguelike games like Binding of Isaac, it didn't really matter at what point in time you were in the game. Sometimes you would get a really good lucky drop and that would carry you some way, but it wouldn't carry you throughout the entire game unless you're talking about something like Epic Fetus, but that is a very rare occasion. But so yeah, I hope Vlambeer are going to eventually focus on implementing these kind of cool sounding these cool sounding guns into the early part of the game as well. I don't know if the drop rate is just extremely rare, but an hour's worth and not seeing like 6 of these new guns at least that they've added in the last couple updates, it's a little kind of a bummer. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a bummer. I was able to get a plant alternate skin in maybe 5 minutes. I'm just saying, you know, one of those rare guns maybe every 30 minutes. You know, that should be the appearance rate, at least. I don't know, that's my personal feeling on it. Other than that, the game is still amazing fun. I'm just getting some of the most ridiculous layouts. I don't know if that's intentional, but I'm not gonna complain. In fact, I'm gonna show you the footage straight up of me fighting the boss in 1-3 and just being completely surrounded in giant maggots and scorpions and little minions. It was ridiculous, and I think I fought through that entire thing with a shovel. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, this was a look at Nuclear Throne update number 3. I hope you enjoyed the new format. I hope it was much more informative. I hope that, you know, if you're still on the fence, I hope this sort of pushes you in the direction to try it yourself, because it is a very fun game, and I don't think I can say that enough. It's crazy. It's sort of like a Binding of Isaac on speed or something. Of course, it doesn't have all the variants as Binding of Isaac, but it's Steam Early Access. This is still early on in the game. This is only the 3rd update, and we've already got so much new content. But yeah, if you would like to let me know what you think of this new format, if it's good, if it's bad, if you would rather me just ramble on as I play the game for like 30 minutes, let me know. If not, I hope you guys dig this format, and you know, maybe we can refine it over the course of these new updates. You know, we will grow alongside Nuclear Throne. How poetic is that? Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and of course, as always, if you want to get the game, check the link in the description below. If you want to read the entire change log, update log, whatever they call it these days, link is in the description below. And if you're free every Tuesday and Thursday, Vlambeer live stream their development of this game. So if you have some free time, why don't you head on over to the link in the description below. Their Twitch channel is listed, and tell them how much you love the game, what you want to see in the game, because they are very clearly listening to the fans. So, you know, if you think you got a good idea, send it their way and maybe it'll get in the game. So yeah, once again, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!